a high of 47. And we'll have rain this morning, rain showers off and on throughout the day, picking up again after 4 o'clock. And windy, gusts as high as 38 miles an hour. And for Friday, snow showers, getting a little bit colder. Just for a little bit.
It's been a weird week, weather-wise.
Weird month.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so far way above normal for our area for January.
Yeah, I guess I prefer this a little bit, to be honest with you. Not being super, super cold in the morning first thing, you know. Mm-hmm. I like it. Yeah. I don't mind it.
Brandon was mentioning he was talking to someone who had just moved to Jackson, and they thought, oh, the winters aren't bad here.
Yeah, right. Well, stay tuned. Yeah, it's weird. We had someone on the show yesterday from San Diego, and it's kind of hard to ask someone from San Diego, how do you like Michigan in the middle of winter? Mm-hmm. It's kind of a silly question.
Yeah, it's hard for I think people that come from the West Coast to locate mm-hmm. here. They don't stick.
Yeah, I've talked to a few of your nephews live in California, as you know, mm-hmm. and they aren't moving back because of the weather. That's like the number one thing. They love to just be able to go outside and just, I don't need a coat or sweats or anything. I just leave. So I get it.
Although people do, they move away, they come back. I was mm-hmm. talking to Chad Springle yesterday. He's the pizza chef at Grand River Brewery.
Okay.
He lived in Portland, Seattle, all throughout the Northwest for about 15 years. Moved back, his hometown, and he loves it here. So
that's good.
Welcome back.
Very good news. I've seen a few headlines today that says the U.S. will reach its debt ceiling today. Mm-hmm. What does that mean?
Means that they're not going to be able to write checks.
What about, do you think Todd Chrisley could obtain financing?
George Santos will continue to get paid.
Todd Chrisley got dropped off at prison in just a beautiful Range Rover.
Oh, nice.
12-year sentence, a 12-year sentence. And basically what they did is they defrauded community banks. Mm-hmm. So lock them up.
Yep.
Lock them up.
Mrs. Chrisley going away too?
7 years in Kentucky.
Oh.
And Todd is 12 years somewhere else. So, whoo, talk about a quick crash or something like that, right? I mean,
oh yeah,
amazing.
Fellow prisoners, meet the Chrisleys.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll do well. Todd will do.
Well.
Todd will do very well in prison.
This weekend, we've got music on tap at the JSO Weatherwax Hall on Saturday night. Joseph Huber and Bluegrass-ish. We've got the TCA Comedy Show in Tecumseh. The Jackson YMCA has the books and free day. So kids age 0 to 5th grade can get a bag of free books from the ISD. So just stop by between 11 and 1 at the Y, but you can hang out all day and do rock climbing, swimming, gym, all the fun stuff. Pickleball.
And cookies and cocoa.
Yeah, that's right.
There'll be cookies and cocoa.
Cookies and cocoa.
Dads and daughters, it's time to sign up for the daddy-daughter dance. Of course, grandparents, guardians, uncles, whoever, but sign up. The Jamie McKibben daddy-daughter dance is February 10th and 11th, and that Saturday one sells out very fast, so you should sign up. There's the pick. I've worked this before. I've attended it. It's awesome. It's a wonderful time. There'll be a chocolate fountain. Mm-hmm. I have 2 daddy-daughter dances this year. Queens has one next weekend, which will be the last one for my 6th grade daughter and I. But you can be, this is 8th grade and under, so we'll do that one for the next few. I'm going to both this year.
Well, thanks to the city for, Kelly Hoover brought this to Jackson.
It's an all-time, it's a cool event. If you'd like to volunteer at that event, I would highly recommend it. It's one of the most fun events to volunteer. Everyone's having a great time, and they do need volunteers.
And unlimited chocolate.
Unlimited chocolate, yes. And your daughter will get chocolate on her dress, I guarantee it.
Some exciting news for downtown employees today from the city of Jackson, and I know you've been working on this.
Oh, I have not. I have nothing to do with this, but I'm excited about it. Mm-hmm. we have a new downtown lot for employees, right? We've got a lot of people that work down here, and sometimes it's hard for people to park. We don't always want to be parking on the street, and the city has come up with this lot, and this will be reserved for downtown employees. I'm gonna park there. How's that sound?
That's great. That's the Brown lot.
The Brown lot. Yep. Very
And
good.
of course, on weekends, you can park anywhere downtown.
Of course.
And after 3, and on weekends, you can park in the structures.
Yes.
So, for free.
So there is plenty of parking. Plenty of parking.
I've got a couple of notes for air travelers. The TSA today announced that they found a record number of firearms and carry-on luggage in 2022. More people last year tried to bring guns on planes. 6,542 firearms in carry-on luggage, and 88% were loaded. Can you believe that?
No, I can't believe it.
The top 10 worst offenders: Hartsfield Jackson, Atlanta, number
Well, it's
one.
the biggest airport. It's the biggest airport.
Yeah.
So
Dallas Fort Worth, then Houston, Nashville, Phoenix Sky Harbor. Now, if you accidentally bring your gun on the plane, it could cost you $14,950 in fines.
do you have the TSA pre-check?
I used to get it so frequently, just at random, that
Yeah.
and I tried to apply for it, but you have to go to Ann Arbor and you have to make an appointment, and you can only make an appointment at their convenience. It's not worth it.
I haven't had pre-check in 15 years.
I think they stopped doing it.
I think you're right. I think the only people in pre-check are the people that have gone and paid that fee
No.
to get in.
If you get caught with the gun, you lose your pre-check status.
I bet.
Have you ever been bumped?
But not
Bumped?
I've never been bumped off a flight.
Today, the Wall Street Journal said more passengers were bumped from flights last year than ever before. Their annual airline scorecard showed the worst airline for bumping is
I'm assuming Frontier.
Frontier. Yep. Your odds of getting bumped from a Frontier flight are higher than any other airline. Number one, the best, Delta.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. It's all the people that fly standby. Those are the people getting bumped.
No, here's what's happening. The airline,
They're
they
overselling the
sell
plane.
more tickets than they have seats. If they would just stop doing that, then this would go away. The problem would end.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, I haven't flown Frontier in ever, so I'm not terribly
Can you
worried
imagine,
about it.
like a restaurant, they took reservations like, well, we have 3 families that are going to sit at this table tonight at 6 o'clock. So first one that gets here.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
That could be a new concept for a restaurant. Flint YMCA. They have something similar going on to our YMCA, big project.
Oh, building?
Yeah, former Flint, not former, but Flint native Kyle Kuzma is donating $1 million to the Flint YMCA to help them build a new gym. That's pretty cool. I didn't like Kyle Kuzma until I heard that, so I now like him. They're opening a 55,000 square foot facility downtown Flint in January of 2025.
Nice.
Yeah, so a lot of improvements around the state at YMCA's. I think Lansing is doing something as well.
The groundbreaking is set for spring this year for our new Y, so that'll be exciting.
Yeah.
I don't think they have a completion date though.
No, I'm not sure. I've been threatening to go to school board meetings for the last few years, and I missed the one I wanted to go to last night because school board Steers was sworn in.
Our own Jeff Steers.
Our own Jeff Steers. Now, I'm trying to figure out how he missed covering a game last night to be at the school board meeting, but he did it.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff's a great guy, Vandercook Lake alum, and wants the best for that community. So congratulations. Yes. Harry Howard also sworn in last night to the Vandercook Lake School Board.
2 great additions.
Yep.
Jeff's first act, he eliminated all advanced math courses.
No, he added salt to the popcorn.
Yeah. No, he'll do great, and
Yes.
it's nice to see, particularly now, school boards are embattled in Milan this week. They had some whack job parent came and read from unbelievable
It might have broke out of that mental hospital. in
Hustler
Milan.
and Penthouse. Read letters from Penthouse and Hustler on the microphone at the school board
You
meeting.
believe this?
And said, this is the kind of thing that you have in your libraries. Of course, they don't.
No, they don't have. I believe that's called smut.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Milan is one of the districts. Is like in Jackson, they moved their school board meeting to the big auditorium
Yeah.
so that the whack jobs could come and talk.
Well, whatever.
Yeah. Here's a job opening. This is a great job. It sounds like an awesome job. It's based in San Jose, California.
Oh, interesting.
Netflix is looking for a flight attendant for one of its private jets, and the pay is $385,000 a year. And your requirements, you have to embrace the Netflix culture of freedom and responsibility. You have to be FAA certified, able to assist procuring aircraft stock before trips, and able to carry 30-pound bags.
Really?
Yeah,
I'll be darned.
that's it.
Then you just wait on rich people.
Wait on rich people.
That's nice. Brandon, have you ever been on a private jet?
Not yet, no.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither. But
No.
I sure see a lot of photos online of people in private jets.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know they have? There's like when I was in San Francisco, they have these like prop places, and it's like if you want to go in and act like you and your friends are on a private jet, take pictures for Instagram.
Oh, neat.
We have that here for you. So
I always thought you could get a job with the FBI because they seem to travel on private jets.
Really?
Criminal Minds.
well, they have their own private jet.
They have their own. It's the Criminal Minds job.
Wouldn't that be cool? And they probably make about $65,000 a year only, but they're flying private to every crime.
Good for them. We've got, here's something that I think you might be interested in, because have you done those cameo things? Where you have a celebrity?
Oh, yeah. I was first to that, by the way.
Who have you had for celebrities?
Oh, my gosh. Mickey Morandini I had. Do you know who that is?
No.
He was a former baseball player. Brandon knows who he is. I'm trying to think who else. There was a American Ninja Warrior I got for Ella. Couple others. Mostly C and D list actors.
Yeah, well, here's something similar. In Times Square, you can rent an 18,000 square foot billboard on the TSX Broadway building for 15 seconds for $40. That's it. You get 15 seconds, your literal 15 seconds of fame for $40 up on that big giant, the one on the left.
Are we
there.
doing it? We doing that?
I think that's a great idea.
I think so too.
All you have to do, you have to download the app and then upload your video, 15-second video, and it's up on Times Square.
Wow.
That sounds like a fun.
That sounds like a fun little game.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess you have to be there to take advantage of seeing
Yeah,
it.
you probably don't know when it's going to go. Interesting.
It's one of Times Square's largest screens, 2 seamlessly integrated 25-foot high LED. Wow. That's a great idea. Let's try it.
Yeah, let's try it. Hey, today's show is brought to you by the Center for Family Health, and the Center for Family Health would like you to be a flu fighter. Flu shots available. You can visit the walk-in clinic. No appointment is necessary. 517-748-5500. The Center for Family Health has been opening the door to health care for all for more than 30 years here in Jackson.
Nice. This week in Lansing, new legislature is wrestling with some things. One thing, we might be getting income tax reduction because the state has collected so much money, plus they got all the billions and billions from the federal government for COVID. But one of the things they're afraid we're going to have to raise taxes on, all the electric vehicles, roads are funded through gas tax. And if electric vehicles aren't buying gas, there's no gas tax being collected. So there's an estimate by the Coalition on Electrical Vehicles and Transportation that revenues will be down something like $50 million in just a couple of years. And so they're thinking that they're going to have a road tax.
What about toll roads?
I've always thought that would be a fine thing.
I've always thought it'd be a fine idea here. And kids love toll roads, don't they, when they're traveling? It's very exciting for the kids. So maybe toll roads. I don't know. Maybe that's a bad idea. Who
I
knows?
don't know. It's always sold as a way to pay for the roads, and then the roads are awful.
Yeah,
So,
it's weird.
Yeah.
It is really weird. I don't know how that works. Let's get to some sports. Extreme Dodge, bringing you our daily scoreboard, both on air and online, all the time. Thank you to our longtime partner, Extreme Dodge, for helping us bring you all these high school scores and highlights. And thanks to Jeff Steers, somehow, after that school board swearing in.
Sarah
Wow. Sarah did
Sarah
this.
Scaife did that.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Sarah. So, let's get to it. EJ, 41, Michigan Center, 31. Hanover Horton had a nice win over Onstead. They won 34-26. Wrestling, Columbia Central was at Hudson. The Golden Eagles lost 73-4 against Dundee. And Hanover Horton. The Napoleon High School defeated East Jackson and Hanover Horton. Hanover defeated Michigan Center in that. More wrestling. Let's get to a little bowling up there as well. Here's what's happening on deck tonight. CC at Hudson. Our game, Napoleon, undefeated Napoleon Bar, they head to East Jackson, and that game will be live. Coverage 6:45 on JTV.TV, presented by Avenue Auto. And we look forward to seeing East Jackson. They're getting better. They had a player go down over the break, and he's back. Napoleon is rolling though. So
Holden Van Poppel, he's I think their leading scorer.
I don't know. I don't think he is actually. I don't think he is.
He
but-
was this week.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have a very well-rounded team. I think they could make a little bit of a run here. So yeah, they're undefeated, and we'll have them tonight live on JTV.
I don't know if he was the leading scorer, but I do like to say
You like to say Van Poppel.
Holden Van Poppel.
I know. I miss Night Court. I talked to someone who saw it. They said it was pretty good. So that's all I have to say about Night Court.
The networks have run out of things to put on.
They have.
They're showing Prices Right at night and
Yeah.
Lingo. Have you seen Lingo?
No, what's that?
It's a game where people have to guess words, and it's kind of like the Wordle in the New York Times.
Yeah, I don't do that. You used to do that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't do that. I don't do those games.
Today's show being brought to you by Vermeulens. For 3 generations, the Vermeulen family has been providing Jackson area families with beautiful, affordable furniture, design services, and so much more. What great contributions to the community. You know, so many times you go to an auction, a fundraising auction, and one of the big prizes is a recliner or a couch from Vermeulens. They provide a lot of support to
They
our
sure do.
community.
And they don't boast about it either.
No. Who's on the show today?
We've got a great show. We're going to get things started with Angela Macknick from the JCCA right after this break.